Hello. Okay, hang on. Let me just move that over. Okay. We'll just wait 30 seconds. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome. Nice to see your smiling faces. Okay, so let's just start as we start every day. Just lying down comfortably on our backs. You can use your bathrobe strap, your yoga belt, or just have your legs extended in front. As long as you're comfortable and you allow yourself to sink into the mat. And just breathe. Let's start by taking a body scan. Find out how you're doing today. Take a few moments to prepare for the class. Notice if you have any tension, any discomfort. Just breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And since it's Friday, let's breathe in whatever inspires you. Nice big breath, and then breathe out whatever's holding you back, because you don't need it anymore. Maybe breathe in courage, and breathe out fear that we don't need. Few more moments. Bless you. And if your knees are bent, just keep them there. If they're not, just bend your knees, bring your feet up. And your arms softly beside you. So we'll start warming up today on the mat, lying down. So let's float our arms up overhead on the inhale. And bring them all the way back behind your head to the floor. Exhale, bring them down, back to your side. Notice how your shoulders roll and press into the mat. Inhale again, bring the arms up. And exhale, bring them down. Inhale. bring them back. And exhale. Bring them back down to the side. Let's increase the range of motion. Instead of just letting them float, really reach. Inhale all the way up and all the way back. Exhale all the way up and all the way down. Inhale, full range of motion. Exhale. Inhale, full range all the way up. And at the top of the inhale, let's count for 2. 1, 2. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale all the way. One, 2. Exhale, bring it down. Let's add on with our feet now. We'll push up and we'll lift our hips as we come up. So inhale, lift. 1, 2, exhale, come down. Inhale, push up. 1, 2, exhale. Come on down. Inhale, up. Let's keep our hips up. Try to push your feet, ankles, shins into the center, which really engages our inner thighs. Because sometimes if we don't do that, we have the tendency to open and send our inner thighs up to the ceiling. Instead, we want to keep our thighs nice and parallel and come down now. Take a breath. We were up there for a little while. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lift up. Keep your arms over your head. Exhale. Lower your hips halfway down. Inhale, up. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, push up. Exhale, bring everything down. Bring the soles of your feet together on the floor. Take a few breaths. As you slide your feet down, bring your arms overhead. Stretch out. Give yourself a nice yawn stretch. And release. Breathe everything out. One more time. Yawn stretch. Like as if it were in the early morning. And release. Take a breath. Nice breath. Bring your hands behind you. And we're going to come up slowly using our core. Sitting straight and tall. We have to go back down. Have to make it more fluid. Continuous movements. Arms overhead. Take a nice inhale and breathe. Great. Warming up. Let's do that just one more time. And I know you're getting better at it every single day. So let's take a nice breath and come on up. extended legs. And let's start to hinge at the hip. We're not bending our back yet. We're looking out. Then take a nice breath and start to curl around your back. So you can go down. Notice that nice space. Slowly come back up to a straight back and work your way back to a nice, tall L. So let's cross our legs over or whatever you want to do. Come to a nice, comfortable position. We'll face each other, continuing to warm up. Let's take a nice inhale and turn our head to the right. Inhale, exhale, inhale back to center, exhaling to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, bring it back to center. Let's fold our hands, clasp our fingers together, reach out, and bring them straight up to the ceiling and down behind your neck. Let's create a little resistance here. Push your neck into your hands. Take a breath and release. Let's take a nice inhale and turn our head again to the right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, back to center. Turn to the left. Inhale, exhale, and back to center. You can keep going with these, or if you want to make your neck roll from side to side, go ahead and do it. And then when you're ready, just bring them back to center. Let's take a nice inhale, lift the arms, reach for the ceiling, and twist to the right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, back up to center, and exhaling to the left. Inhale, exhale, inhale, back to center. Extend your arms to your sides. Let's rotate your hands, your wrists, all directions, back and forth, around. Just whatever makes you feel good. And let's bring them in. So we bring our fingers back. And the other hand. And then bring your fingers down. Maybe massage the inside of the palm as you do it. And let's switch hands. And then let's push out, make a nice fist, and close your thumb. And point your knuckles down. Turn them 3 times in each direction. And then push out, extend. Push the walls away. And then let's start today by bringing the right arm in. Notice your shoulder. And bring it down your back. Pushing your elbow down. You're welcome to stay here And if you want, you can just go ahead and reach the other arm behind and grab them. Grab your fingers, as long as you're sitting up straight and tall. Take a few breaths here. And slowly release. Stretching out again. Let's bring the other arm in. And then when you're ready, just bring it behind your back. Again, on this side. If you want to stay here, that's fine. If not, just reach your hand around the back. So you grab your fingers together. Nice and tall. Notice how when you inhale, your ribs expand in every direction. And back. Let's bring our hands now to our hips. Take a nice inhale, and sitting with our sits bones still grounded, let's bend to the left. Contract the muscles, and then release. Taking a nice inhale to the other direction. Contracting the muscles. And coming up. Let's do that one more time. Notice the sensations as we release. And take a nice inhale, and let's do it on the other side. And up. Now let's place your hands behind you. And just take a nice lift. Lift yourself. Just let your pelvis hang. Your skin should still be on the ground, but we're creating a little space. And let yourself back down. Take a nice breath and do it one more time. And down. Great. Let's review today, since it's Friday, some face yoga. So one of the first ones that I can't remember when, but it was the big O. So let's close our lips around our teeth. Drop your jaw, relax your tongue, relax your mouth, and make a big O as we look up. Keep breathing. And release. Supposed to do this for like 10 seconds, so we'll do it for like 3 breaths. Again, close your teeth, drop your jaw, look up. And release. Okay, and last time. Look up. And release. Okay, let's do the other one where we put our index fingers gently to the bridge of our nose, underneath the eyes. And we just look up, and we're not pressing, we're just feeling. And we're going to bat our eyes, our upper eyelashes. So look up and just bat your upper eyelashes. 6 breaths. And relax. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths. Let's create some energy with the palms of our hands. And cover your eyes. We're not used to working those muscles. So take a few breaths. When you're ready, just open your eyes. Take your time. Then we're going to just take our knuckles and relax. Bring them to your forehead and just glide all the way to your temples. Nice and slow. We're not pressing, we're not dragging or pulling the skin. We're just gliding. And just relax. Take a few breaths. And then let's extend our feet, our legs, so that they're straight out in front of us. Let's go ahead and massage your kneecaps. Massage your knees if they were folded for too long. And then we're going to continue that relationship we have with our feet. So let's bring our right foot up. Let's cradle it. See if we can put our foot in our elbow and our other elbow around our knee. Maybe just like a little baby. And then we can take a look at our foot. You can start to massage your foot. We worked on our hands yesterday. And your toes, if you're considering reflexology, when we think about that, the toes have to do with the head. So we have the brain, the tip of your big toe is the brain. Well, your big toe is the brain, actually. Then we have the sinuses, your ears, your eyes. So let's start to massage our toes. Right in the middle of your big toe, we have the pituitary gland. And then on the outside of your big toe, we have the pineal gland. And that is the gland in your body that secretes melatonin. So it's great for your sleep cycles, part of their circadian rhythms. It's great for your sleep cycles. And then just as you go down, the arch represents your internal organs. And right below, another interesting point, is right below the ball of your foot in the middle is an area that's called the solar plexus. And that has to do with profound relaxation and peacefulness. So these are just some interesting facts. And then maybe hold hands with your foot. We have more than 7,000 nerve endings in each foot. And it's like, when you hold hands, it's like having that pedicure little snake wrapping around. If you pull on both ends, it will stimulate your nerves in there. So you can move your fingers in there. It stimulates the nerves in between your toes. Maybe move the front part of your foot, which doesn't really move on its own. And then when you're done with that, Take your time because it's nice. You can do it all the time. And then just bring it back down. Bring your other foot up. And let's cradle it. A little bit. Give it some TLC. And then you can just take a look at it. Massage. Maybe hold hands with this foot too, so it won't get left out. And give it a nice little massage. And when you're done, just slide it back down to meet your other foot. And just let's windshield wiper our ankles back and forth. Point your feet toward me. Point them back. And then another interesting thing that you can do as you point is move your hips with it. Your sits bones are still in the ground, but you're moving. And then when you're done, just shake them out a little bit. Let's bring that right foot back up again. Let the knee hang out to the side so that the bottom of your foot is against your thigh. So let's take a nice inhale. Lift, reach up. And on the next inhale, we're going to twist over that extended leg and go down. So inhale, lift, and twist. So it doesn't matter really where we fall on that leg. Can we raise our arm up so we can keep our shoulders open and our chest open? Because sometimes if we go over, we tend to hunch our shoulders. We don't have to get down there that far, but good to try to keep your shoulders open a little bit, your chest open. And come back down. Then come back up. And you know what we're going to do now. So with a nice, let's take a nice breath, extend that right arm. Full range of motion, bring it back. Looking at your left arm now, let's take a nice inhale and swoosh right along the ground. Extend, open up your hips, open up your chest, reach. We're not sagging into our shoulder. We're reaching, looking back. Take another breath, and then slowly bring that left arm down. Take another breath and bring the right one to meet it. And relax. Send that leg down and bring the other one up. Sole of the foot to the inner thigh. Let's take a nice reach here. Nice inhale. Inhale again, lift and twist. Can we open up and extend the arm? And if you don't want to, it's okay. Just take a few breaths here. And then let's come back up. Take a nice breath, extend the arm all the way back. And then another breath and swish it along the ground. Up we go. Open up the chest. Open up your hips. Feel the elongation. Take a breath, reach. And then slowly come down. Take another breath, extend full range of motion. And back down. Great. And when you're done, just bring that leg back. Let's bring them in together so the heels of the soles of your feet touch. Nice butterfly. Sitting straight and tall, the crown of your head is in line with your back. And let's come over now, cross our legs and cross over the legs. Let's come up to a nice strong tabletop. Uncurl the toes. Let's push off with whatever we have on the ground. Push. Bring our tabletop to another level. Let's take a nice inhale. Start moving our tailbone up as we travel down the back. Extending. Take a nice breath. Then inhale, start moving the tailbone down and coming up like a little cat. Inhale, traveling down. Exhale. Okay, so you know what your body needs. You can do a few more of these on your own. You can go in circles if you want. Pretend you're inside of a wine barrel. And you have to clean the sides all over. You can move your hips, whatever you want to do. Then when you're done, I'll meet you back on tabletop. Let's try to turn only our ribs now. So we'll start by lifting only our ribs as we make 2 circles in each direction, focusing on the ribs. Of course, our hips are involved too, but when you're done, let's tuck our toes, let's curl them under, and we're going to push back to downward facing dog. So let's push. Reach with our sits bones in the air, tailbone in the air. It might be your first one of the day, so pedal out if you need to. Stretch your hamstring. Maybe bend your knees. And then when you're ready, just use your core so that we lift from our core and we lift our leg all the way up to our hands. You can bend your legs if you want. Just dangle here for a second. Clasp your elbows, rock back and forth. Just let your head hang, relax. Slowly come up like a little rag doll. Neck and head, the last ones to come up. When you're up, just bring your hands to heart. Let's ground our feet so that we feel the whole foot, except for the arch, on the mat. Hands softly down at your side now. Your whole body is engaged. Take a few breaths. Okay, we're doing something different now. Slowly, let's bring our arms up. Collecting all the stuff that makes you stuck. Stagnant energy, stale energy. Let's just collect it all and slowly bring it down. Middle fingers, fingers facing each other. We're getting rid of it. Bend down slowly. And we put it in the earth. And we come up slowly, hands to heart. Hands back down, mountain pose. The earth knows what to do with it. She might make compost. So inhale slowly. Let's bring the arms up. Now we're collecting all this energy that gives you vitality, that gives you happiness, that gives you joy. And we bring it into our body. Slowly down. And close with on the top of your feet. Coming back up slowly. Taking one more. All the way up. And we seal it in. Okay, now, hands to your side. Mountain pose. Now we'll do some sun salutations to warm up, continue warming up our body. So inhale, all the way up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, breathe into a flat back. Exhale, here we go. Plank, and you can come up to your downward facing dog, or you can join me and come down to a chaturanga. Glide forward, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curve the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, let's come up to a nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale. Plank downward dog or plank chaturanga. Glide forward. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come up to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Belly button into spine. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Belly button always to the spine. Exhale, plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale, come up to a nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, so today we're gonna work on warrior one, and you already know, we've already done it so many times, and so you already know the positions. You know the feet, you know the knee over the ankle. So now it's time to work internally and see what's happening inside our body for warrior one. So let's start by breathing. So when we breathe, it's not only for warrior one, but we're using it for warrior one now. So we want to get our breath all the way down to our pelvis. So let's do that. Let's take a nice breath. Send it down to our pelvis so we feel everything expand from our pelvis all the way here to the top of our lungs. And then when we exhale, we tighten, we bring in, okay? And we try to separate the back of our pelvis from the back of our bottom ribs too. Then there's one other thing I want you to concentrate on when we do the breath. And that's your pubic bone, the tailbone, and your sits bones. Let's try to bring them together. See what it feels like, just try. They come together and up. So let's try that again. So nice breathing, inhale, expanding. Because when we lift, it's important to have this distance here in the back. And then exhale. Bring those three, the pubic bone, tailbone, sits bones together. And relax. Let's breathe one more time fluidly. So inhale. Down your pelvis, we expand everything all the way up here. Exhale, tighten. We notice the separation here. Pelvic, tailbone, sits bones, pubic bone. And relax. Okay, now let's go up. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, plank chaturanga or plank downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's start by lifting our right leg. High up, three-legged dog. Bend it, glide forward, and bring it down. So now we have to set up our lower body. So now we focus on our breath. So for warrior one, you know the foot position. You know the front foot is facing straight out, and you know the back foot is facing the top angle of the mat. Okay? So let's concentrate now on our ankles and our shins. So let's concentrate on bringing them to the center line with your muscles. Keep your hands here for balance because we might be here for a second. So engage the shins and the ankles by bringing them into the center. And what that does is it activates your inner thighs. Can you feel it? Then we engage our hamstrings and glutes on the back leg. We press back. And we pretend that we're trying to lift up the back leg. So everything is engaged. Okay? And then as we breathe here, we bring together the pubic bone, the tailbone, and our sits bones, and that's going to align everything. So we're mindful of that. So now as we breathe, we slowly come up. And we already know we have the knee over the ankle. Okay, so let's concentrate on the other stuff. And we're standing up straight and tall. How does it feel to bring those three bones together, engaging everything? So when we have that, let's take a nice inhale. Raise your hands. Now our foundation is more solid, stronger. So clasp our hands together. Remember, we're sending a breath now all the way down. So inhale and lift and go back. And then come down. Hands to heart. Take a few breaths here. And then we just come up to the front of the mat. Okay, we have to do the other side now. It's a different feeling. A lot different, but it really engages us in the position, in the pose. So inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank and chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, let's lift the other leg up. Three-legged dog. Glide forward, bring through. So just set your feet. We know the position here. Okay, let's concentrate now on our ankles and shins as we activate them to engage our inner thighs. Then we engage the hamstrings and glutes on that back leg. We press that thigh bone back as if we're trying to lift up that back leg. Tailbone, pubic bone, sits bones, bring them together. Back of the pelvis away from the back of the ribs. Coming up slowly. Now that keeps us in alignment. Make sure, it doesn't matter how far your stance is, that's not the important thing. The important thing is alignment and focus. You're much stronger this way in the warrior one. So inhale. We're already taller. Close your hands together. Take a nice inhale now and send it all the way down. Expand and lift as we go back. Keep breathing. And bring it back. Hands to heart. And come back up. It's okay, you can go like this to your legs. Okay, now we're going to put that to use. We'll do it one time on each side. Put it all together. It's a lot to think about. It's okay that we don't think about it and we don't do it all today. Of course, it's the first time you're learning how to focus internally on these positions. So, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, planking forward fold. Oh, plank and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's start with the right leg. Keep it up. Bend the knee. Open. Straighten the knee. Slowly bring your knee to your nose. Extend. Three-legged dog. Glide forward, bring the knee to the nose. Belly button always to the spine, three-legged dog. Glide forward, knee to nose. And then place the foot on the ground. Get your foundation. What do we have to do? The ankles, shins, inner thighs, glutes, hamstrings. Slowly make your way up. Sits bones, pelvic bone. Nice inhale, come up. Clasp the hands. Inhale, up. And coming back. Hands down to the mat. Back to three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. And let's walk up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the other leg, bend the knee, open. Take a breath and bring the knee to the nose. Exhale, bring it back up. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Bring it back up. Inhale, exhale, knee to nose. Bring your foot down. Solid foundation. Concentrate. Ankles, shins, glutes, hamstrings, pelvic bone, tailbone, sits bones. And here I am. Here we are. Up. Take a nice inhale. Reach. Clasp the hands together. Reach up. Breathe in. And go back. And come all the way back. Hands to heart. Take a breath. Let's bring our hands back to the mat. Slowly. And come back down to a nice plank. Slowly lower our knees to the mat. And then let's do the first part of our push-up as we go down to the mat very slowly. So your forehead's on the mat. Let's bring our hands out a little bit. Like to the width of the mat, maybe a little bit more. Let's take a nice inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Let's look to the right and then the right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Let's look to the left. Bend that leg. Exhale, calm down. Last time. Up. Bend both legs. Shoulders down. And come slowly down. Now we're setting up for our forward plank. So we have to do it correctly. The first things we do is position, pensare, preparare, prepare. So let's bring our knees up. We have poles that we're holding on to. So we know we have to get our belly button and below to the spine. We know our tailbone has to go back. We know we have to engage. So let's take the next part. Oh, and we'll do the same amount of breaths as we did yesterday. Okay, it's not good to force anything in a plank. I'm going to sit back and wait, and you can go into child's pose as we wait for everybody to finish. And I'll call you out of child's pose. So, now we do the next part. We extend one foot, ball your foot on the mat, extend the other, get everything in place and tighten, and breathe. Just glide back to child's pose when you're done. We'll stay here for a moment. Let's grab your heels and the arches of your feet. And let's just come back up to tabletop. And let's sit down with our legs extended in front of us again. Okay. So now we're going to practice reverse tabletop so that next week we can try the reverse plank. So take a few breaths, get set with your hands. Your fingers should be facing straight ahead. Bring your feet up. We'll do this 3 times. You might need to change after the first time, depends. So, we have to keep our thighs parallel as well. And the knee and the shin and thigh should make a 90-degree angle. Okay, so we might have to adjust if it doesn't go that way. I'll go this way. So, let's take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale and start to lift. And breathe. You can look up at the ceiling. This way the crown of your head is in line. And slowly come down. Okay. Adjust yourself if you need to. Take a few breaths. This strengthens our legs. It makes our breath really powerful as well. So, okay. Here again, I want you to concentrate on ankles and shins, and this time your feet too. Reaching the center line, we want to engage the inner thighs for strength. And also sometimes when we don't do that, our inner thighs tend to come up and point to the ceiling. We don't want that. We want the top of our thighs to be facing the ceiling. Okay, so inhale, exhale, inhale, lift. Concentrate on that. Let's apply it here as well. Tailbone, sits bones, pubic bone. And come down. And when we do that, when we focus on those things in the abdomen, then we take pressure off of the lower back. So last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lift up. And breathe. Concentrate feet, shins, ankles, tailbone, pubic bone, sits bones, belly button to the spine. Breathe. And slowly we come down. Sit nice and tall. Let's extend our legs again. We'll head down to the mat now. Slowly. Arms out. Let's see if it gets easier as the class progresses. So we go down, curling our back, vertebra per vertebra, all the way down, using our nice strong core. Arms out. Take a breath. Let's come back in, nice and slow and fluid. We'll come up, we'll do that one more time. Down slowly. Arms overhead. Take a breath. And come back up, nice and slow, but fluid. Okay. You're getting better every single time. Let's go down. And down. Arms overhead, just relax. As we begin to cool down. So let's bend our legs. Take our right foot and put it over the left. And send back that leg. Reach your hands through, clasp them behind, and pull the left thigh to you. Put the leg on the ground, put both legs on the ground. Take your hands, clasp them around your thighs so that the front part of your wrist right here sits on these two tuberosities coming from your pelvis. And just enjoy, just push away. Breathe into that space. And release. Grab onto your right knee and extend your left leg up in the air. And slowly Breathe in. Let your heel lead the way down. And just breathe. That it's a psoas release. Psoas is a stabilizer, but it's a hip flexor, an important hip flexor. And bring both knees up again, both feet on the floor. Let's cross over your left leg. So let's push the leg out just a touch. Breathe into it. And then let's clasp our hand behind the right thigh. Bring it in. And then both legs on the ground, feet flat on the floor. Take your hands again at the wrist. The wrist, front of the wrist goes on these tuberosities, little spines. And we push out gently. And breathe into the space you're creating. And then go ahead and let's grab that left knee, send the right leg up, and leading with the heel. Slowly open and release the psoas. And breathe into that, just enjoy that feeling. And bring both feet flat on the floor. Arms can be anywhere, maybe at a T. Let's let your legs fall softly to the right side. And they come back up. Softly to the left. And they come back up. Grab your knees. Give them a little hug. Then grab your big toe. You might want to massage the pineal gland for sleep, or you might want to go to the back of your foot, in the middle, right under the ball of your foot, to have that profound sense of relaxation and peacefulness, stimulating the solar plexus. Roll around like a happy baby. And then just bring your feet together. Breathe in. And just extend them down on mat. Slowly, mindfully release and surrender. Some things that this virus really showed us was how to slow down. And maybe it also brought us to the awareness that there's so many miracles, that life is just bursting with miracles all around. Sometimes we might not have noticed them before, like even a ray of sunshine, or the night sky, or the moon, maybe flowers blooming, your eyes, your ears, your heart, lungs, all of those are miracles. When we were tired, discouraged, or moving so fast, we didn't even notice them. But now you probably even realize that resting on your yoga mat, cherishing the new ways that your body is moving, is also a miracle. Everything is a miracle. And when you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take your time. No rush. Maybe roll your head from side to side. Roll to the right when you're ready. And then come up to a Comfortable position. Hands to heart. Do some twisting, turning if you need to. So, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings in the world be happy and free. And may our thoughts, words, and actions contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. So let's extend our arms. Bring them in. Give yourself a big hug. Acknowledge yourself for the work you have done today. Bring your hands to your heart. Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I will see you on Monday.
Monday. We'll see everybody on Monday. Okay.
Yes.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Do some face yoga.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
Warrior one.
Yes.
Love that. That was awesome. Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Have a good weekend.
Yep, you too, everyone. See you Monday. Okay.